TOMz.
Yes, Mafeti, you guys know what time it is. 4 o'clock has hit, which means TOMz has filled its green zen. Slap on SABC One, our favorite channel where life and TV are one.
Your two hosts for today, Mafeti, I go by the name of CADDY, pronounced Caddy, and I'm now, Grant.
I'm great. I love how we're matching.
Yeah, you know, you always like copying me, though.
Right, so in it's called the challenge of our times. And Londo, I tell you, we don't have other challenges, but with the technology that's progressing each and every day, it is related to just can't keep up.
Yes, most definitely. There's one thing that the world needs more than anything, but electricity is very important. And we have all the renewables. This is dinga. Guys, except we don't have sufficient ways to actually store this energy.
Mzansi, imagine I have so much energy, but then I want to use it later. How do I store it? Well, this one Mzansi fella decided he's going to take up that challenge.
Yeah.
Let's go see what it's all about.
Are you guys ready?
I'm so ready.
Let's go.
Go, 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 go! All right, give a fair to this is what you can expect on this episode of TOMz. So Tolagabanzi, the energy storage of the future. So why it's so important that sikwazi ukustore umbani for long periods of time. So umbani goes from the power station all the way to the house. So Tolagabanzi, how energy was stored back in the early days and explore the amazing possibilities that lie ahead. And cheer for your favorite team on the TOMz quiz.
Social media, we've got a tweet coming in from Mpo_Leka Atiana. I take 5-minute showers. Mpo, that's amazing. Keep on doing that. We've got a post coming in from Utato Otiena Ngwasha Imoto Yasekaya Nyepagete, not in host pipe. That's another amazing way, guys. Hit us up on social media. Tell us is indlela wena useva ngazo amanzi. Samile sayavakashela abangani bethu be TOMz babuza my question. Check this out.
Alright, but first, namhlanje said touchdown in Nazareth. Now again, we'll finish TOMz's School and Sako. All you have to do is simply slide in the DMs, or you can simply email us on tomz@sabceducation.co.za. Magic, what's your name?
To
me. How are you doing?
I'm great, and you?
Cool. Nice one. Now, I want to know now, what is energy?
Energy, I don't know how to explain it in what context, but then for me, energy is stored. It's kinetic energy stored for something like electricity and stuff like that.
Energy is a substance that is used to move cars, to get light and etc.
It's just basically power.
Now I want to know why do you think it's possible for one to use their phone literally anywhere?
Phone.
A phone, yes.
It's because of the battery pack stored energy.
Because the battery is charged. The battery itself has got energy inside.
Why do you think it's important for us to use renewable resources instead of fossil fuels?
Instead of fossil fuels? Renewable resources because, you can reuse them all the time. Fossil fuels are just,
They can also run out.
You know?
Right now it's things of coal crisis and stuff like that. So I think in terms of introducing solar energy, it's important in context of the resources, the amount of resources there is in the country and in the world.
Alright guys, energy for is quite essential from the move from fossil fuels all the way to renewable energy. But guys, want to leave video to get a quick idea of how that works. Quick generation yet the ability to carry around electronic equipment while the energy comes with it is essential. Battery cell phones. In the same way, we need to store the energy that is made by renewable sources so that we can use it later. I call Lula to 40. The scientists that are around are still figuring out what the best way is to do this. Just like the battery caused a revolution, so this new form of energy storage will be a revolution. Umbani that was present when the universe formed is stored in stars njengelanga, which is used by humans directly. In the prehistoric times, umbani stored in logs and boulders on top of hills were used to attack invaders who came close to forts. Around 4500 BC, a flywheel was used in potter's wheels and later became a way of storing mechanical energy.
So guys, to live off the grid, you do not depend on anyone else's infrastructure to provide you with basic services.
Absolutely right. It's just like living making your own electricity, making your own food, providing your own water, getting rid of your own waste. How cool is that?
And making your own TV.
Okay, I back like
Would you live off the grid, when?
I actually would.
Celeste?
Yes.
I don't think I would, hey? Hit us up on social media and let us know, would you live off the grid? Asaz, we'll be back in 5. Welcome back, guys. You guys are still tuning to SABC Mzansi for sure. The show that is using teenagers on a mission.
Absolutely right. Futhi Nkqubo namhlanje is all about the challenge of our time. Leyo challenge is storing mbani, guys. Do you know that in the USA alone, every year they lose over 1 trillion rands just because of power outages? Imagine.
Wow, cool. So niyazi la eMzansi angisho ukuthi khona abantu abavakera, khona abantu up to date, you know, abantu abacabanga fast, abayenza izinto quick. There's this guy who came up with the solution to solve all of that, Ndwana.
Hello.
Are you ready to meet him?
I'm so ready.
Let's go get it.
Sikhipani bagenge ubuntu babantu lona sithe touchdown apha ePitoli. Namhlanje sivakashele the South African Bureau of Standards where sidibana nomnye ubhuti is going to show us i-invention yakhe emangalisayo and how it can ultimately help with the challenges of our time. Guys, mangathi into engapheli uyayazi, let's hear it.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, really.
I'm good. Igama lami ngubuntu, khosixela ngubani, wenzani, and what we're doing here today.
Igama lami ngumxolisi Thobela. I'm currently doing an energy storage system, and I'm here to show you guys how it works.
Okay, so tell us what exactly it is.
So what it does is that it converts electricity into potential energy by using water. So we are planning to use seawater, which is the most abundant resource we have in South Africa, rather than fresh water. It's able to do this by linking up with energy sources such as hydropower, such as wind or solar, or even our coal power stations. So, for example, let's say we have access supply during off-peak hours. We can be able to direct that electricity to the storage unit, and we can recover that energy later when we have a shortage of electricity. So no load shedding.
Okay, masiqaleni kanjena so that we understand this. Electricity is made at a power plant, which can be run on coal okanye renewable sources, njenge-gas okanye amanzi. The electrical current is sent to transformers, enyusa voltage to push the power over long distances. It then goes through high voltage transmission lines over the whole country before it reaches a substation where the voltage is lowered. From there, it travels over smaller distribution lines to the service points ezindlini to where the amount we use is measured. So what made you want to start this project?
At first it was my, I think it was my interest in environmental projects. I did an environmental science course at UCT, so I was from there I was motivated to find a solution for our energy problems that were not negative for the environment.
Okay.
When I started designing solutions, possible solutions by myself, and I managed to come across a solution that I thought it would work. Then I took that solution and I went out there and started pitching to people who were potential funders. And one of those organizations that I decided to pitch to was the Technology Innovation Agency. And they were able to assist me with funding, which paid for the prototyping, which paid for the research, which paid for the development of the business case that I was trying to put ahead.
Oh, so is this the prototype?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my baby.
Khosichazisele design yakhona, why you chose the design and why it's effective.
Okay, ngicela ngale design because bengifuna ukusebenzisa i-concept similar to pumped hydro stations, pumped hydro systems rather. So bona, they use the height difference in order to generate electricity. So they pump water uphill and then they pump water downhill when they generate the electricity. But in my case, I wanted to use one system. I didn't want to use the height difference. So I decided to put the turbines at the bottom, the pump at the bottom, and we submerge the tank underwater. Okay. So far, the prototype gave us results that were not conclusive or were not efficient as we would have liked them to be. So we decided to carry on with the new design, a horizontal, and it produces about 60% more than the prototype is nayo kwamanje.
Okay, but can you just take us through again how it would work? Masithi semanzini lento, and it's about to, do the things. How does it make the electricity?
Okay, let's say it's underwater right now. Okay. It would probably be right up to here, and
up
then
to the toe.
Yes. Let's say, and it's full inside. We then use electricity from renewable energy providers, for example, let's say wind, and we channel that electricity to our pumps, and then our pumps are going to pump out the water from inside the tank, and it's going to be empty. That's when we have our potential energy. And then at a later stage, let's say during peak hours, for example, let's say the hours that we usually had load shedding, we can then open the generators and allow water to flow back into the tank, and that will be the process whereby we generate our electricity.
So then who is this going to supply electricity for?
So as I mentioned, those partners are the IPPs, the ESCOMs, and other utilities. That's our target market. That's what we plan to sell our solution to, because currently they don't have an efficient storage system. What we have is pumped hydro systems, which are not scalable in South Africa because we have a water problem. Currently in Cape Town, they can't use water at some times because of the restrictions that are there for fresh water. So because we are using seawater, we'll have an advantage over pumped hydro schemes with our system.
So essentially, when are you providing to the nation through all these big companies?
I would like to think so.
That's pretty amazing.
I would like to think so.
Okay, so where is this machine going to be situated?
So we are trying to avoid environmental impact, negative environmental impact. So we are planning to just install the system in water rather than having to channel water to land, which will require us destroying the biodiversity that might be there. So our plan is to use seawater. We install the system in coastal areas, for example. We are looking at areas such as Saldanha Bay, Cape Town, Durban, Eastern Cape, for example, which are centers of production and they need electricity. So that's where we plan to install our systems. So as you can see from our flowchart, it's not much, but it shows that how the system is going to be submerged underwater.
Okay.
That's the overview of
so this be the
current
beach,
prototype.
sort of?
Yes.
All right.
So it's connected to the grid, to the power sources. So the plan is to have the system pump out water at night, creating potential energy at night when we are not using electricity. And then during the day, we then reverse the process. That's when we generate electricity. Let's say, for example, at 6 a.m., which is peak hour, and a lot of people are working, getting up in the morning, and a lot of companies are starting up. So that's where we plan to give back the electricity to the grid.
Okay, so I see that there's other, reusable resources, right? Like the sun and the wind and all that. So how do you transport the electricity once it's made to your big companies as Koyabe, as South Africa?
We use the already existing grid and connect it to our point of access.
Okay.
For example, as you can see there, we trying to show where the grid will access the power that we store and give back to the grid, and how the renewable energy will transfer that electricity they generate to our storage.
You know, this actually reminds me now of how important it is for us to save, appreciate, store, and not waste mbani.
True.
You know?
Exactly that, Ntwana. So guys, mina ngifuna ukuyana ukuthi kahle kahle nina ugesi unosebenzisa for ini. You know mina ne? I use electricity for my kettle.
Your phone, and your phone,
and my phone,
and your phone,
and my phone,
cool,
and my phone.
So where, guys?
Turn us off to the ad break.
As much as we have missed you, you are tuning to TOMz right here on our favorite channel, SABC 1, where life and TV are one.
Yes, but it's good to see youth yala Mzansi is pretty and smart. Too pretty, too smart. So what they did is they came up with the solutions to actually attack all these big problems that we face.
And one of those big problems which we are tackling on namhlanje is how to store energy once it's been produced. Bukela. So how important do you think it is for one to learn more about renewable resources?
I think it's great for our environment because you will want your kids one day to live in a clean environment where they can breathe. I'm not sure if you've seen the situation in China at some days where there's smog, and you have to imagine that. Every day you have to wake up and put a mask in order to go to the store, to school. I think it's not a situation where we want to be. So with support for renewable energy solutions, I think we can have a cleaner environment in the future. Our grandchildren will have a cleaner environment in the future.
Okay. Hashem andazingani bagenge, but that was a mission complete. This story is coming Olisi, and his amazing invention just goes to show that no matter how big or small your dream is, it can come true. Kubuntu abantu lona, guys, signing out. Masikumbuleke that umbani is the ability to do work. Imizimba yethu use energy to do all kinds of things, and our cars, nazo phones there to use energy to work too. That's the energy esiyaziyo. Scientists can have a theory that there is also dark energy. This type of energy is present all throughout space and even fills empty spaces. Yona aikwazi umeasure in a laboratory and is not very dense, making it possible to fill every space there is.
Cool, bafethu, so we have come to the crazy fun part of the show. Lena guys sibiza nge-TOMz quiz. Sambili sevakashela ama-TOMz word to Scalability to play the game with them. Asama sobona ukuthi kahle kahle from Team A and Team B who won the speed round master. Check this out.
Yes, bafethu, lifikile ixesha lenkqubo yethu where we go out to visit you guys and play our TOMz quiz challenge. So then there were different game, guys. We went to the rancho instead of visiting a school and found abafundi phayana to play our TOMz quiz challenge. We went around, get the masses, handing out incwadi, spreading the knowledge, spreading the love, because you know that's all we about TOMz. If you guys want us to visit your school, all you have to do is drop us a simple email, go tomz@sabc.co.za, and who knows, at your doors any day now.
I hope you guys are ready to play, and I hope you at home are also ready to play. You can play along on our Facebook and Twitter pages. On Facebook, we are TOMz, on Twitter at TOMz_SABC1. Why do we need to store energy? A, so that we can use it later. B, so that energy doesn't go to waste. C, so that we can make as much as possible at any given time. D, all of the above. Press the buzzer if you know the answer. All right, cool, my boy. What is your answer?
D.
D? Indeed, the correct answer is D. That's 10 points for Team A. Congratulations to Team A, bafethu. You guys have made it through to the knockout challenge. Now, you guys are no longer a team. You're playing individually. So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask a question, and the first person to press the buzzer gets to answer the question. You get it right? You move right along to our third and final challenge. You guys got that right?
Yep.
Cool stuff. Umuzo wethu we-knockout ohamba kanje. I want to know, true or false, we can see dark energy with the naked eye. Press the buzzer, baba. Press the buzzer. What's your answer?
False.
So your answer is false. Let's see if that is correct. The correct answer is false. Congratulations, my boy. Congratulations, my boy, for making it this far. And this is what we call the TOMz Speed Round Master. Are you ready? You seem a bit nervous.
Definitely.
All right, cool, my boy. Into ngifuna ukwenza lona ne ukuthi uthathe the very same pattern ube kwenye indawo. Same pattern angifune kulu on top of a small one. Try just use one hand, right? And you have 2 minutes to play, and your 2 minutes start right about njenga manje. Let's go. 25 seconds gone on the clock.
Uma uyayawina uCornelius, yabona lena, he might get his name on the log and be a presenter on our show.
Flames. Under a minute left on the clock, but fair too. 15 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the time is up. Yeah, no, my boy, you saw flames there. What happened?
Nah, this thing is real, dog. It's real.
All right, cool. I want you to look straight into the camera, say a shout out to your friends and your family, and tell them they're watching TOMz and SABC 1.
All right. I'd like to shout out to my family, Nancy, Timothy, Taboho, and Teddy Tobani, and all my friends watching TOMz on TV.
Alright, guys, this fundile kabanzi about this challenge, and we have seen how it is impacting our lives. I still have one question. What will the future look like? Let's win it. Alright, guys, here's what we can expect in the future of energy storage. Abanye believe that chemical storage is the way to go for the future. Whereas the systems energy is converted into chemical energy that can be stored for long periods of time. Compressed air storage is also an option, where umbane is stored underground. Any option is pumped hydro, where 2 reservoirs are placed at high elevations. 40 can use the natural shape of the land to channel a man. Hey, Caddy.
What's up?
Did you switch off the lights in your room?
I did. I always. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking. You need to check sometimes. But anyway, guys, that does it for Inqubo and Namhlanje. I hope you guys have learned as much as we have. And we had so much fun with you all.
The revolution still carries on our social media pages. On Facebook, see TOMz, guys. Come on. On Twitter, see TOMz_SABC_1. Come on, guys. Otherwise, prefer to let I guess CB's on your rap. Your boy CADDY pronounced Caddy and...
Oh, Bundu, it's me.
Yeah.
Bundu, Bye. Bye. Sure, my Jimbos, here's what you can expect on the next episode of TOMz. So do you know with a professional nail art technician who runs her own nail art business. So Banzi from her students, yonke into abayifundayo about nail art. Sibukela as they demonstrate the crazy and creative techniques abasebenzisayo. Science kwinzipho. Yep, find out about the chemistry behind inzipho ze-acrylic. I got to send you guys again. We'll go catch us same place, same time on your favorite channel, SABC 1, where life and TV are one.